What's up, Raider Nation? Thanks for tuning in to the Highlight Hendo Network. I'm Raider Hendo. We're going to be breaking down a few things today, talking about the coaching staff a little bit. We're going to be talking about DC, infamous Derek Carr right now, get into a little bit about Josh Jacobs, and then we're going to wrap it up with some questions for Sunday. So stay tuned. So, coaches, let's start with McDaniels. He's everyone's best friend right now. You either love him or you hate him. Same thing with Carr, but McDaniels, let's get to him in his past. So I did a little bit of looking up. Let's take the 2008 season. He took Matt Castle after Brady got injured. He took him to 11-5. His track record seems to be playing out up until he starts to head coach. So is he a good offensive coordinator? Is he a good quarterback coach? Right now, he's not proving either. He didn't want to go to the Colts because I feel like he wanted to stick around with Belichick and Brady because that's a system that works. When you have a system that works, it's together. It has to be the trio all together. It can't be just McDaniels by himself. Belichick doesn't look like he's doing as good without McDaniels. Just like Rodgers doesn't look like he's doing as good without Adams. There's a bunch of disconnect and a bunch of things that were working last season, and everyone's trying to pick apart pieces of different systems that doesn't work together. That's what it's looking like right now. So I feel like he's already tried this to go to head coach, go back, be offensive coordinator. Now he's trying again, and maybe he'll get it. Let's see what they're going to do on Sunday. So enough about McDaniels. Let's move on to our actual offensive coordinator, Mike Lombardi. I don't really see him producing anything special. I feel like he's just kind of in there. No disrespect to him, but he hasn't really had much talk about him, because McDaniels is the head coach and the offensive guru. So everyone just kind of, I feel like, leaves Mike Lombardi out of the conversation. It's either just McDaniels and Patrick Graham. I don't feel like anyone's really talking about Mike Lombardi's role in their not getting across the 50-yard line or scoring a single point, no protection. Where are we going? I did a little bit of looking of Patrick Graham's time with the Giants, and his defensive schemes work mostly on third down, it seems. I mean, he can get the stops. It seems like he gets stops when they need to get stops. I don't feel like the problem is Patrick Graham's schemes. I want to say it's our players. We just don't have the depth in the secondary to get that explosiveness that he's looking for from that design. And the fact that we're not trading up, that might make it a little bit difficult for us to kind of succeed with those schemes. But with Amik Robertson being small, Perryman being a little bit smaller, it's just everyone just seems undersized and underperformed. But just in comparison to who we're going up against, I guess, for the most part. Who knows? Just give them time, give them practice, and give them the reps, give them the game time reps. Anything more than 10 to 12 reps would be nice. Again, let's see what they can do on Sunday and see if they're even going to show up. All right, so let's get into DC. DC is a big topic. You either love him or you hate him, just like McDaniels right now. But the way his contract is set up, yes, they can step away from him, or they can continue with him. It doesn't seem like they're going to continue with him. If you listen to Locked On, your boy Q, he's talking about, and I totally agree with him, they need to draft someone who is able to run the ball, someone who can actually read passes, do a scramble, and feels confident in the pocket. Someone who can throw long. They need someone who can do it all. And really, they need to start throwing it up the middle. It's not new, actually. It's just stuff that the Raiders haven't been doing, and that's why it's biting them in the ass. Get up the middle. And, when Carr runs the ball, when he scrambles, when he gets out of there, when he throws it away quick, he doesn't have to throw it away. When he gets it to the receiver quick, when he gets the ball out of his hands quickly, good things happen. But he's holding on to it and getting hit 9 times. Is Derek gonna come pull this team together and get to the playoffs? I don't think so. All these weapons and all these gurus, things aren't looking good right now. A lot of money floating around for it to not be looking good. And then speaking of a lot of money, let's talk about Josh Jacobs. The man is worth a lot of money. The Raiders have spent a lot of money. There is no way they're going to be able to pay a lot of money for Josh Jacobs. And so unless he takes a little team-friendly deal, or the Raiders somehow come up with enough money to pay this man, I think he's going to go. And, you know, good luck to Josh Jacobs. He deserves to be, like, he should be winning right now. He should be on a winning team. He should not be playing this good and having to be thinking about, man, our season's over, practice, not getting to the playoffs and not getting to a Super Bowl while he's playing this good and doing all this work. But that would make it hard for me to want to stay for somebody. All that stuff. Let's get to Sunday. The Jags. Trevor Lawrence. If you've been listening to any of the coverage about the Jags lately, people are worried about Trevor Lawrence just like we're worried about Derek Carr. Maybe not as bad, but he's not looking good for being the college star that he was. And some of those interceptions in the end zone making Belichick look like he's got the band back together. So are we going to show up to Jacksonville? Because I don't know if Jacksonville's even showing up to Jacksonville. So it'd be pretty lame to watch two teams that don't even show up, especially the team that's playing at home. If we can capitalize on any of that, if we do show up, we better win this damn game. I mean, it's two teams that came off of two pretty bad losses. When the Saints came off a bad loss, they whooped our ass. We came off a win and got our asses whooped. So let's see what these two losing teams who really got something to prove, who really want to win, are gonna do to each other. I'm hoping for at least a good game. Two teams that actually know how to play professional football. If you got a feeling on where you think they're going to finish for the season, who you think they should have traded for, anything about how you're feeling, even if you're just frustrated and you want to just comment, because everybody's over here screaming. Thanks for tuning in to the Highlight Hendo Network. Stay tuned for the next episode. Me and Curb Dog Sports are going to be doing some game day reactions, a little halftime report. Tune in for that on Instagram. Check out Highlight Hendo and Curb Dog Sports. Again, Raider Hendo here. Again, see you next time, folks.